Hello dear student, welcome all once again in my channel English Tutorial with Rachna. So hey, today I am with the fifth chapter of your book Honey Shakal, and the name of the chapter is a different type of school, a different kind of school. So yes dear student, in this video you are going to read about a different kind of school. So what is the specialty of this kind of school? Let us read the introduction and the explanation of the chapter and come to know. So first of all, we'll have the introduction of. So here goes the introduction. So this lesson, a different kind of school, it gives us a message about how doing simple things can make learning more interesting and easier. Learning while doing is the best way to learn different things. Moreover, other than learning routine things, we need to make ourselves aware and concerned about our environment and its problems. How we can make children more responsible and aware citizens. To know this, let us read this chapter and come to know. So what you are going to read in this chapter? You are going to read in this chapter about a school which teaches the student in a different way so that they can learn by doing some action and they can be made more responsible and aware citizen for a country. So let us read the text. Before we will move towards the explanation of the text, I would like to give you a short glimpse of the chapter. So in this chapter, the narrator had heard a lot of good things about Miss Beam. Now who is Miss Beam? And her school. So Miss Beam is the principal of a school which is known as a different kind of school. Miss Beam was known for using simple teaching methods in a perfect way. The narrator visited the school. He posed some questions to the teacher. She told him that she taught nothing special but a simple calculation and writing. The boys and girls were taught how to do things independently without any help. Few things were read to them. Interesting talks were held to raise their interest. The main objective and aim of the school was to make students aware and more thoughtful and responsible citizen. So this is what Mrs. Beam told about her school to narrator. The narrator went to the school gardens, which were beautifully maintained. There, he noticed a poor little girl being held by a boy. He also saw a girl with a crutch. Now, what is known as crutch, I'll explain in the text explanation. He thought the one was blind and the other was lame. But Miss Beam explained that the school observed one blind, one lame, one deaf, and one injured and one dumb day for every child in a term. These activities make the children more thoughtful and concerned. On the blind day, eyes were bandaged of one child and other children helped the blind throughout the day. This game became a great learning for both the blind and the helpers. Thereafter, Miss Beam took the narrator to one of the bandaged girls. The girl shared her feelings and learning with him. She related how she felt scared of being hit at every moment, and this feeling was the most painful one. After this experience, the narrator realized that he had also developed a concerned attitude toward the disabled. He told Miss Beam that he was sorry to leave her school. She felt happy to know that the system in her school was good and her teaching style and way of imparting values was marvelous. So yes dear student, you have gone through a glimpse of this chapter. Now we will move toward the detailed explanation of the chapter. So here it goes. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. So what does the author says? He says that author, it means the narrator of this story, had heard a lot about Miss Beam's school. I already told you that who is Miss Beam. Miss Beam is the principal of a different kind of school, I told you. And Arthur wanted to meet Miss Beam, and he also wanted to visit her school, but he had never met, and this was the first chance he got to visit the school and meet Miss Beam, and so he has described his visit and his meeting with Miss Beam. And what is the meaning of the word great deal? So dear student, great deal means to a great extent. It means he has heard a lot about Miss Beams. Okay. Now, in the second paragraph, when I arrived, there was no one in sight but a girl of about 12. But when narrator reached in Miss Beam's school, he found no one there except one girl of about 12 year old. Her eyes were covered with a bandage, means she had a blindfold on her eyes, and she was being led carefully between the flower beds of a little boy. Now the girl's eyes were covered with a bandage, and she was being followed by a boy, and that boy was following her. He was leading her very carefully. She was just walking between the flower beds, okay, and the boy was very little who was leading her, okay. So who was about, and you can say that if the girl was 12-year-old, so that boy seemed to be 8-year-old. She stopped, and it looked like she asked him who had come. And when she felt the presence of narrator nearby, okay, as I told you that narrator saw that girl only, and when narrator passed beside her, she felt his presence, and then she stopped and asked the boy. He seemed to be describing me to her, and narrator felt that little boy seemed to describe narrator for that girl, okay. So that boy was narrating to author to that girl that who was he, okay. Then they passed on, and after that both of them, that girl and boy, they passed on from the author's side, okay. Inside means to be seen. Miss Beam was all that I had expected, middle-aged, full of authority, yet kindly and understanding. Now, author has given a physical description of Miss Beam, that how did she look and how was her nature. So, narrator has told that she was exactly the same as the author has expected her to be. She was a middle-aged woman who was full of authority, as she was a principal of the school, so she needed to be, right. And she was at the same time she looked very kind and understanding. So she was very kind and understanding too. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and she had the kind of plump figure that is likely to be comforting to a homesick child. So how did she look? Author has described it that her as he had told that she was middle-aged, so it seemed that her hair had started getting grey, and she was not too fat, and she was neither too fat nor very slim, so she had a plump kind of figure, okay. And plump, you can see that stout, pleasant, and pleasantly fat, not too much fat, but pleasantly fat. So it was her figure, and she looked very pleasant, so it could comfort any child who is missing to his home. So her look can give that child relief. It can be pleasant for that child. I asked her some question about her teaching method, which I had heard were simple. And now narrator is telling that he asked Miss Beam that what was the teaching method in that school, and what was teaching method of Miss Beam. So author is telling that he had heard earlier that the teaching style in that school was very simple. Still he asked Miss Beam, okay, Kindly means friendly, and plump means stout. Stout means strong, okay, and pleasantly fat. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. So when Arthur asked him that what they used to teach the children in that school and what were their teaching style, so what did she reply? What did Miss Beam reply? She said that they used to teach not more than that a child need to learn. Okay, she said that they used to teach very simple things like simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. The rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. Okay, so she said that they used to teach simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing, and apart from that they they used to make the children sit and they used to read, and the children would listen to them, and they would have some interesting talk with the children. And at the reading time the children had to just sit without moving, and they used to listen to the teacher only. So this is way they used to learn in that school. There are practically no other lesson. So this is what Miss Beam told about her school to narrator. She told that this is all used to happen in her school, and in that way only they used to teach the children. The real aim of this school is not too much teach, though, as to teach the thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizen. Then adding to all that, Miss Beam told him also that what was the real aim of her school was not to give many more facts to the children. They used to the aim of the school was to make the children thoughtful, kind, and responsible citizen of their country. Their main aim was not to give more and more information, and not to make them very intelligent, not only intelligent, but they also wanted to make the children thoughtful, kind, and responsible citizen. Okay, look out the window a minute, will you? And then saying all that, Miss Beam pointed outside from the window, and she said to narrator that will you look out of the window for a minute, then you can observe yourself that what was the specialty of my school. So she said him to look out of the window, and then Arthur did same. So responsible means, you know that what is the meaning of the word responsible? Means if you are aware of your duties or not. At play means playing, and hopeless means unfortunate, without hope. Lamb day means a day on which she acts as if she was lamb. So I went to the window which overlooked a large garden and a playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. When Miss Beam told narrator to look out of the window, Arthur went and he overlooked. He saw from the window in the playground, and what he saw that then Miss Beam asked him that what can you see? Narrator went to the window and viewed a large garden and a playground. Miss Beam asked him what he was able to see. I see some beautiful grounds, I said. Then what did Arthur reply? He said that I can see some beautiful grounds and a lot of jolly children. What is the meaning of the word jolly? Jolly means happy children. Okay, and narrator also said that he could see some beautiful grounds and some happy children. It pains me though to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. Then Arthur added to Miss Beam that but it hurts the narrator to the author that he did not feel happy, as he could see that though the children were happy, still they were not very healthy and active looking. When I came in, I saw one poor girl, little girl, being led about. And in fact, he also told that when he came in the school, he saw one blind girl who was led by a little boy. she has some trouble with her eyes, and he told that he guessed that the girl might have some problem in her eyes, or probably she would have been blind. Now I can see two more with same difficulty, and what I can see from this window, I can observe in the garden also there can be seen two children with some difficulty, and there is a girl with a crutch watching the others at play, because he could see that a girl who seemed to be lame, as she was watching from the window, she seems to be she seems to be a hopeless cripple. She also seemed to be a disabled girl to the narrator. So he this is what he could see from the window in the playground, and that is what he described to Miss Beam. Miss Beam laughed. Oh no! And listening all this, Miss Beam started laughing. She said, "Oh no! She's not really lame." What did Miss Beam told? She told that that girl was not really lame. This is only her lame day. She told that it was only her lame day, and that is why you can see that she is lame. The others are not blind either. She also told that the other girls whom you can see that they are blind, they are also not blind. It's only the blind day. I must have looked very surprised, for she laughed again. He said that it's only then Miss Beam informed him that it was only their blind day, that is why you could see him as blind. And listening all this, the author was very surprised, okay, as to see him in a surprise condition. Miss Beam again started laughing. So this is very important part of our system. So then Miss Beam explained what was the mystery behind this lame day and blind day. So she explained to narrator that this was the only special part of their system of their school. To make our children appreciate and understand misfortune, we make them share a misfortune too. What did she say? She said that what they used to do in their school, so that their children could understand the pain and misfortune of other who are really blind or lame or any type of disability they are having, to feel their feelings, what they to teach their children to feel the feeling of these kinds of children, what they used to do in their school, that they also make them feel these kinds of feeling, and that is why they used to make such days, lame day, blind days and all. Okay, each term every girl has one blind day, one lame day, one deaf day, one injured day and one dumb day. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged absolutely, and they are on their honor not to peep. And what they used to do, that on the blind day they used to bandage the child's eyes, and it is on the child completely that whether he or she is trying to peep means he's trying to overlook from anywhere. Okay, so whether he's trying to peep or not, the bandage is put on overnight, so they wake blind. This means that they need to help with everything. And what they used to do, that bandage they used to keep on their child's eye at the night only, so that if the child wakes up in the morning, he or she can find himself or herself as blind, and he or she can need help in everything, for doing anything. Other children are given the duty of helping them and leading them about. And other children of the school who are not having any type of day, so they are given the duty of helping the others. So they all learn so much this way, both the blind and the helpers. So in this way, not only that child who is pretending to be blind learns something, but the child who is helping the blind, he also seemed to learn something. Now, what is the meaning of the word misfortune? Is unfortunate condition, bad luck. Okay. Their eyes are bent, they are blindfolded, okay, and are on their honor means have promised. There is no misery about it. Miss Beam continued. Everyone is very kind about, and it's really something of a game. Then again, Miss Beam told that, but there is nothing to be to have very pity on those children who are having such kind of day, as the children who are helping them, who are their helpers, they are also taught to be very kind, okay, before the day is over. Though even the most thoughtful child realizes what misfortune is. And even Miss Beam also told that when any child's blind day or lame day gets over, so at the end of the day, that child, howsoever cruel or thoughtless child he or she is, at the end of the day he must to learn some lessons that what a misfortune is, and he just develops a kind of sympathetic feeling in his or her heart, okay. The blind day, of course, really the worst, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is most difficult. Now, Miss Beam told to the narrator that I think that the blind day, among all these days, the blind day is most misfortunate, but some of the children say me that no, in fact, the dumb day is the most difficult day. We cannot bandage the children's mouth because we cannot stop a children's talk, okay, you know very well. So they really have to exercise their willpower to be dumb. So come into the garden and see for yourself how the children feel it. And saying all that, Miss Beam took the narrator in the ground and said that you just come with me and you yourself see that how do the children feel about these days and what are their opinion and feelings about these days. Then author went with the narrator. Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girl. Here's a gentleman come to talk to you, said Miss Beam, and left us. And what did Miss Beam do? She took me to a girl and told her to a girl who was pretending to be blind, and she said that here is a gentleman girl, he has come to talk to you. And saying this, she left both of us, that girl and to me. Don't you ever pip? And what did the narrator ask that girl first? He asked her that, don't you ever pip? I asked the girl. Oh no, she exclaimed, okay. So then she cried loudly. She said, no, how can I pip? That would be cheating. But I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. And then she continued. She said that, but she never knew that it was so painful, it was so awful to be blind. She had never experienced such kind of feeling. But she had never done any cheating with her acting. You can't see a thing. You feel you are going to be hit by something every moment. Then the girl explained her feeling, that how was she feeling at that day when she was pretending to be blind, okay. She said that when you can't see, you are always worried that you can be hit with something at any moment. So you are in this worry, and that worries is very painful for you. It's such a relief just to sit down. And then she said that when you are blind, it is only a relief for you to sit down. Okay, and now what is the meaning of the word awful? Awful means bad. Then narrator asked her that, are your helpers kind to you? I asked. The narrator asked the girl that were their helpers kind to her? She said fairly, yes, they are neither too bad nor too good, okay. This means this is what that girl mean. But they are not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. What did she say? She said that she would be more careful when she would be a helper for any blind, okay. Those that have been blind already are the best helpers. She said also that those who had remained blind already, they are the best helper. It's perfectly hastily to not to see. I wish uh, you should try. Shall I? Then she said that I wish that no one should be blind. I feel that it is very awful, it's very painful to be blind. Oh yes, she said. उसने कहा कि yes, um, go for okay. Then narrator told her, narrator offered her that whether she would like to have a walk with him, and then she said, oh yes, let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today day is over. Then she said that you have to lead me and you have to explain the things whatever you see around in this school. And she said that she also told that she would be very happy when that day would be over. The other bad days can't be half as bad as this. She said that in my life, any other bad day can't be half as bad as that day when she was pretending to be blind. So it was so painful to be blind. Having a leg tied up and hopping around about on a crutch is almost fun, I guess. Then she said also that when you are having a lamb day and you are one of your leg has been tied and you are hopping on a crutch, it's not so painful, it's not so awful. She said having an arm tied up is a bit more troublesome because you can't eat without help and things like that. She said that if your one of the hands have been tied and then it can be awful for you, but not as much as the blind day. I don't think that I'll mind being deaf for a day, at least not much. She said that even she would not mind being deaf for a day, but being blind is so frightening, it's so awful. My head aches all the time just from worrying about I'll get hurt. She said that now she had a headache as she was worried all the time that she would get hurt. Then she asked that where are we now? Then author explained her in the playground. We are walking toward the house. Miss Beams is walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. Then author explained for her that they were in the playground and Miss Beam was walking here and there with a tall girl. What is the girl wearing? Then the girl asked to narrator that what was that girl who was walking with Miss Beam had worn, and author replied, a blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. I think it's Millie. What did that blind girl said? That I think that it's Millie. What color is her hair? She also asked that what was the color of her hair, and author replied very light. Yes, that's Millie. Then she was sure that yes, then that would be Millie. She is the head girl. Then she explained about her, saying that she is the head girl of the school. Here is an old man tying up roses, and then narrator told the girl that now they can see a old man who is tying up the roses, and then the girl replied that yes, that's Peter. He is the gardener of the school. He's hundreds of years old, and here comes a girl with curly red hair. Then narrator told that now he could see a girl with a curly red hair. Then and he also told that she is on crutches. Then that girl told that that's Anita, she said, and so we walked on. And this is how the narrator and the girl who was pretending to be blind, they continued walking in the playground. Gradually I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. And spending some time with the girl, what did narrator feel? Narrator felt that now he had become more thoughtful than he was earlier. Even not more, even 10 times more thoughtful than he was earlier. I also realized that if I had to be described things describe people and things to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. Author also felt that it was not how beautiful it was to describe the things and people for others who are blind. When I finally had to leave, I told Miss Bean that I was very sorry to go. And spending some time in that school, when at last when he had to come back and he went to meet Miss Bean, he told Miss Bean, narrator told Miss Bean that he was very sorry to go from that school. He was very pleased to meet in that school and had an experience of that school. Oh, she replied, then there's something in my system after all. And listening all this, Miss Bean told, if you think that you are feeling sorry to leave my school, then certainly there is something special, something there in their system of their school. Okay, so what is the meaning of the word troublesome, difficult, or gradual? So this is how, dear student, this was your chapter, a different kind of school. I hope that you would have enjoyed my explanation. If you have still any query or any suggestion, you can send it in the comment box. And do three things: like, comment and subscribe the channels. Thank you.